A minor. Quite a sad chord again. So here's the notes in A minor. You've got A, you've got a minor third because it's a minor chord, you've got C, and you've got a perfect fifth above A, you've got E. If you didn't understand that theory, go back and check the videos in my grade 1 playlist. All the theories there, it'll show you why you're actually playing those notes. The tab is as follows. And here's how the triad would look if you were writing it in sheet music. Let's have a close look of how to play it. So A minor, so you want that open A string, okay? You want that ringing out. You want your second finger on the second fret of the D string. There's an E note. You want your third finger tucked below on the second fret of the G string. There's another A note, and you want your first finger on the first fret of the B string. There's your C note. And then the last thinnest E string, you can just have ringing out. So let's hear that. Very solemn, yeah? It's definitely a great chord to learn when you're starting out because it's in so many songs. Now if you are experiencing any muted strings, I'll give you an example. I'm going to lean my first finger down too much so it sounds a bit muffled. So I'm playing the E string there. See how it's muffled? Not ringing out because my first finger is leaning down too much. So make sure your thumb isn't too far over the top, isn't stretched or like too stiff at the back. It's just standing in there in the middle of your hand, okay? It's just directly behind here. And make sure that your fingers are standing nice and tall so each string sounds individually. And that's exactly how I reckon you should practice. Play each string moving downwards, okay, towards the floor. Play each string separately. Make sure as you go that each string sounds okay. So start off with the A string. Okay, that's ringing out nice and open. It sounds good. Let's move down to the next one. That D string, okay, where you've got your first finger on the second fret. That's sounding okay. Let's start again. So is that open A string sounding okay now that we've put fingers on? Now go down to the G string, okay? Is the G string sounding okay? Okay, but go back again. Check out the other strings. Now go down to the first finger where you've got your first finger on the B string on the first fret. Is that sounding? Okay, and then check all the others again. And finally that high E string, I reckon that's going to be one of the trickiest of this chords to get. Is that ringing out properly and is that working with all the other strings? If it's not ringing out properly, chances are you need to move your fingers so they stand up a little bit taller. Don't get too frustrated. That open string is very tricky to begin with, okay? But over time, the more you play this chord over and over again, once you've got used to where your fingers go and you've memorized the shape and what notes are actually in the chord, that muted sound will go away as your fingers learn to stand a little bit taller. You can have it ringing out. A minor. Well done, guys. And that's it, guys. Well done.